Ah, do you wish there was something better to listen to on that awful commute to work or that tedious temper tantrum-filled school run? Look no further and listen to A Game of Two Halves.
Hello. I always say hello first. You always look at me awkwardly.
No, you don't. I said hello last time.
Okay. Hi.
Hello and welcome to episode 5 of A Game of Two Halves. As always, the entertainment trivia podcast brought to you by me and Kirsty.
Woo!
Yeah. And it's hopefully funny as well. I mean, the last episode we just spent most of the time laughing. So
yeah, we laughed at each other a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. But anyway, today we are bringing you a brand new episode. I don't know why I'm talking really quickly. People in America especially, you're going to have to slow this down to like -2 speed.
It's just what us... It's me doing it now. It's just what us northerners do. See, that just feels unnatural. That's just not... It's not me.
There's no way that I could physically talk like this all of the time because it's just not me.
It feels like I'm talking like this.
So, yeah, I don't think I could continue to talk like this. I'm still doing it too quick anyway.
It's really unusual.
And it's difficult.
Yes.
So anyway, Kirsty versus Dylan. What were you going to say, sorry, before I rudely interrupted you?
Nothing. Okay. I just said it's unusual.
Oh, okay. Well, it's Kirsty versus... Will you pack it in, man? So, Kirsty versus Dylan, the trivia shootout challenge that we do every single episode. Kirsty's on a whopping 91 points.
Woohoo!
But how many points did you get on the last show? Was it -1, was it? -1.
Sorry, I can't remember.
Oh,
got amnesia.
That's really convenient for you. And I'm on 81, so I'm just 10 points behind, which is quite...
Just 10 points.
Quite a lot. So... we'll get on with it then, shall we?
Yes.
Kirsty versus Dylan.
So now we are going to spin the wheel.
You always get to spin the wheel, so I'm spinning the goddamn wheel today, okay?
I'll just get excited for the click. Click, 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 click. Right, so today we're going to do Quickfire. So basically we're going to ask 3 rounds, 3 different categories of questions. So our categories today are... How are you?
Stop nudging me. So we are doing general knowledge, music, and TV and film, which are 3 random categories we just happened to choose. Happen to be the easier ones, I would say. Yeah,
so you get 3 lives per round. Each round consists of 10 questions from each of those categories. So one would be music, then once you lost your 3 lives, we move on to general knowledge. Once you lost your 3 lives, we move on to TV and film. As always, you can buy lives, 1 life, if you need to, or if you want to. You can also buy an additional skip. The only difference with this skip is that you can choose the category. So say you're not very good at general knowledge and you wanted to change it to, like the music, you can do that. Yeah? Have I missed anything? I don't think I have. No? Oh, are you going to go first?
You can answer me the questions first, but you have missed a bit. If you do answer correctly, you'll hear this. And if you answer incorrectly, you'll hear this.
Okay, let's get started. Right, so do you have any particular genre you would like to go for first? Because I've picked up general knowledge, but I've seen that you got tense.
We'll do general knowledge. Actually, no. Music is my worst subject, so I think we'll do music. Okay. We'll go with music first.
Okay, I'll get that first then. Okay. So your first out of 10 questions is... Don McLean's American Pie is said to be a tribute to which singer?
Dolly Parton. What was the actual answer?
Buddy Holly.
Oh, God.
Which actress featured in Bruce Springsteen's Dancing in the Dark music video?
Dolly Parton.
Right, your last life. The Dutch pop group Rednecks had a 1994 hit with what song?
Oh my God.
Dylan, do you not know this?
No, I don't. That's why music is my worst category.
Rednecks. 1994. Think of the cheesiest country-ish song from the 90s.
I don't know.
Yes, you do.
I don't.
You will kick yourself.
I really don't know.
Right. Think dungarees. Think mullets. Think 90s. Yes, you do.
What's the one where they're all... Is it like... Well, no, that's not who's... I've got no idea.
Rednecks.
Pass. I've got no idea.
So do you want to use a skip?
No, I want to just pass the question.
I'll just... You
pass the question?
So... Cotton Eye Joe?
Oh, I would never have got it. It's the worst. Honestly, it's my worst category ever.
Right, what we're moving on to now?
We'll move on to general knowledge.
Okay. So, what type of wood is a cricket bat traditionally made from? Just guess a type of tree.
Well, that's easier said than done.
Why can you not think of any?
No. I know what it is, but I don't. Oak.
It's willow.
You would never have got
Willow,
that.
yeah. By which name is Barbara Millicent Roberts more commonly known as?
Barbara Millicent Roberts.
Yes.
War Babs.
Is that your answer?
No. Oh, War Babs, is that my answer? Barbie. Wow, that was just a random stab in the dark.
Well, it's correct. Right, which sport takes part in a velodrome?
Track cycling.
Correct. What is the hardest naturally occurring substance?
Diamond.
Jesus Christ, that was painful.
I'm terrible at trivia. What can I say?
What is the name of Sylvia? What is the name of Sylvia Plath's only novel? Wow, try to say that when you're drunk.
My name is Sylvia. No idea. What was it?
The Bell Jar.
Oh my god. There's people listening to this right now and they're like, oh my god, how do you not know that? Well, I'm not weird.
Right,
and I'm terrible at trivia.
Last life. Who was the first African American woman to win start again. Who was the first African American woman to win an Academy Award for Best Actress?
Halle Berry. Ooh, boom. I'm not that bad.
Still on your last life.
That was technically a movie.
Who?
Like a movie question.
Well, yeah, but it's general knowledge.
Okay.
Everything's in general knowledge, duh. Who is the author of the Hunger Games book series? I remember this coming up before when we've played by ourselves.
I know.
And you didn't know, even though you've got the books, or you had the books.
I know, and I can't think again of who it is. Trying to picture the front of the books. Is it something Abrahams? J. Abraham?
Is that your answer?
Yeah.
Suzanne Collins.
Oh my god.
Right, next round, TV and film.
Whoop whoop.
Okay, so what was the name of the long-time barista at Central Perk in Friends? You haven't really watched Friends?
No.
Which is disgusting, just saying.
Is it like... I might be thinking of the complete wrong show here, but is it Gunther?
It is.
Yes.
Okay. Interview with a Vampire is based on a book by which author? We have this book downstairs because it's mine.
I don't know.
Any guesses? J. Abrams?
Yeah, J. Abrams.
Anne Rice. Who played Dr. Watson alongside Benedict Cumberbatch in the TV version of Sherlock?
Can't think of what he's called. I know what he looks like, but I can't think of his name. He's also in Lord of the Rings.
The Hobbit.
Yeah, yes. I'm going to have to pass because I don't know his name.
Sure, don't want to take a punt?
No. It's going to kick myself because as soon as you say it, I'm going to know instantly.
Okay, the final chance.
No.
Martin Freeman.
Yeah.
Why was Molly Ringwald's character in Breakfast Club given a detention? You told me to watch this film.
Because did she go shopping or something?
She did.
Yes.
She skipped school to go shopping. Okay, final life, don't forget. Who played Spock in 2009 film version of Star Trek? I literally only know what he's called because of Big Bang Theory.
I know, my mind, I completely, like...
Because Sheldon gets a cardboard cut out of the wrong Spock and he freaks out.
my mind is completely... I can't think of anybody's names at all. It's just... Again, I know what he looks like, and I know what he's called as well, but I just can't think. Again, I'm going to just massively kick myself when you tell us.
No.
Let's think.
Alright, sir. No.
I think the newish one's called Zachary something.
Mm-hmm.
And the old one.
Don't focus on the old one, you want the new one. 2009.
Well, he's called Zachary something.
Would you like half a point for half the name?
Well, no, because that's a bit unfair. Zachary,
would you like a hint?
is it like Zachary Puto or Zachary
It begins with a Q.
Quinto?
Fucking hell,
You
like
kind of give us that there, to be honest.
pulling teeth. Right.
What's the old one called? Can you remember?
I don't want to upset people by getting it wrong. So we'll leave that there. What was the name of the car in Knight Rider?
Kit.
Your little face lit up there.
I love Knight Rider.
In Keenan and Kel, what is Kel's favourite drink?
Orange soda. I'll have questions like this any day.
Which TV show is based on a woman's memoir of her time in prison?
Orange is the New Black.
Everything is Awesome is featured in the soundtrack
The
of
Lego
what
movie.
film? That is correct. Which of the following films was not directed by Steven Spielberg? Saving Private Ryan, Minority Report, or Shawshank Redemption?
Minority Report. It would have been the first one you said. What was it?
No.
Was it Shawshank Redemption?
It was.
Really?
Right, so for that you got 5 points.
Not bad. What's my overall score for the whole round? The whole game?
You got 11.
Right, so 11 is my total score.
Well, no, your total score is 92.
So I'm now 1 point ahead of you with you to take a full quiz.
This is fun.
Right, what do you want to start with, please?
General
General knowledge, TV and film, or music?
I'll go for music because I'm shit at that.
Not a problem. Right.
All right.
Question 1. In what year was the first iPad released?
Are you joking me?
No.
What's that got to do with music?
I've got no idea.
Are you sure it's iPad?
Yes, it's music. Yes, iPad. Sorry, iPod.
Well, that's what it's got to do with music. You're fucking reading the wrong question.
Sorry, what?
That could have been a difference of 10 years there.
In what year was the first iPod released?
I don't know.
You're not going to guess?
No.
It's just a year? Just guess a year?
2000.
2001? Close enough, but no point. In what song does a girl take the midnight train going anywhere?
Oh my god, what's it
I
called?
need the artist and the title of the song.
No, you do not.
Yes, I do.
Well,
This
it's
is what answers on
Journey.
the card. But what's the
Don't
song?
Stop Believing.
Okay. Next question is: which 70s country rock band was named after an American high school gym teacher?
Lynyrd Skynyrd.
Question 4. Which rock band famously requested no brown M&Ms in their rider? don't know what they mean by a rider. Is that an American term?
No. So, like, when any band or group or solo artist perform, they write shit on their rider. So, like, I'm sure Ed Sheeran asks for, like, Lego.
Right.
Like, you can ask for, like, bottles of water or, like, alcohol, like bottles of wine, champagne. And then the venue have to provide them.
So anyway.
So someone had to go through a whole bag or 16,000 bags of M&Ms and pick out all the brown ones.
So which rock band famously requested no brown M&Ms in their rider?
I have no idea.
Do you want to take a guess?
Did they say the year?
No.
No, I can't think.
Van Halen. Question number 5. Which 70s rock star was also known as the Lizard King?
Gene Simmons?
Jim Morrison. Question number 6. Which singer is known as the Prince of Darkness?
You do know that I've got 3 questions wrong, right?
No, I was just...
You're just going to keep going?
I was just going to carry on.
That's fine, Ozzy Osbourne.
No, you're not getting
Ding, 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 ding.
Right, general knowledge or TV and film quiz?
TV and film.
Okay. So, question number 1 of TV and film.
Oh, you didn't press a button?
Question number 1 of TV and film. What was the surname of Barney and Betty in the Flintstones?
Rubble.
Yep. Question number 2. Which of the following films was not directed by Edgar Wright? Shaun of the Dead, Ant-Man or Paul?
Ant-Man. For God's sake.
What is the name of the villain in the Halloween film series?
Is that Freddy Krueger?
Is
I don't do horror films.
that your 3 guesses for TV and film?
No, I got the first one right.
Alright, go on.
Oh my God. Keep track.
What was the name of Gus's restaurant in the Breaking Bad? You've had this before.
Los Polos Hermanos.
Los Pollos Hermanos.
Because I was like, it's something about the brothers, and you were like, no, it's not. It's the Chicken Brothers.
What was the name of the Star Trek series starring Patrick Stewart? So many memes about Patrick Stewart.
I know. Was it Star Trek, yeah?
Yeah.
Is it just Enterprise?
Next round. Who ate... You're going to know that one. So I'm not gonna
so you're not going to ask it because I know it. That's fair.
Who is the eldest Kardashian sister?
Courtney.
Yep.
I had to do some math.
You're so sad. In what book by Ian Fleming did James Bond first appear?
Oh, I don't know. No idea. No.
See a Bond film?
Well, it's not a film. It's a book.
Well, I know, but are you serious?
The world is not enough.
Casino Royale.
I don't even like James Bond.
Well, I know, but every book will eventually be a film. Like,
I know, but Casino Royale came out like 2 years ago. Well, no, it didn't. But you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't that long ago.
It was quite a while ago.
Well, compared to like Goldfinger and Schnizzle.
Anyway, which composer wrote the music for the Nutcracker?
Oh, Tchaikovsky.
You're such a weirdo. Who was the second wife of King Henry VIII?
Anne Boleyn. I like it how you already had your finger. I was like working it out.
In medical terms, what is a hematoma?
Is it a bleed on the brain?
Well,
it was a bleed.
How is a blues?
Because it's burst blood vessels under the skin.
But it's not on the brain, is it?
Well, yeah, but it's the same.
Which fruit is also known as the love apple?
The love apple.
The love apple.
What makes it a love apple?
I don't know how I answer the question.
Well, I don't fucking know.
Well, give us a guess.
A pear.
Are you serious?
I don't know.
Think of a fucking fruit that's red.
Is it like a passion fruit? What are they called? A pomegranate.
A passion fruit or a pomegranate is not red.
A pomegranate is red on the outside?
It's a tomato. Whether a tomato is classed as a fruit is a different question. Stephanie Meyer found fame by writing which book series?
You still can't count, can you?
No.
Twilight.
Have you had your
Well, why don't you go back through the questions and work it out?
So, what's your final score then? Because you're not getting that Twilight one.
Well, count the questions, make sure. So I got that wrong.
You got that wrong. Right, wrong.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, thank you. So, how many was your total
I got
score?
7.
That's the second game podcast show in a round
In a round.
in a row that I've beat you. How does that make you feel? I'm coming back.
Not really.
I totally am. So you're on 98
Yes.
now, and I'm on 80.
92.
So I'm only 6 behind you now, not 10.
Wow.
Yeesh.
You've caught up by 4 points. Would you like an applause?
Would you like a medal for your -1 point in the last show?
Yes.
I'll get you one.
Thank you.
Biggest loser.
I'm winning.
What's that noise? What's that sound?
So we had a plethora of responses to our What's That Sound? And just to give you a quick reminder, this is it. Do you know what it is yet, Kirsty?
I have my guess. But I can also see what it is.
Yes, I know. It's
So-
written right in front of you. So the top 3 guesses were...
Well, it's the third best, because it wasn't close as such, but I can see where they were coming from. Stapler.
yeah.
Then someone on Instagram said someone hitting a plate with a fork or similar.
Yes, that is quite close. And then the closest one, I think, would be... Well, no, that would probably be the closest one.
Do you think?
But the other one was putting a spink.
Putting a spit.
Putting a
spink. What's a spink when
putting
it's
a
at home?
spoon in a sink. But the actual noise, which was this again, was putting a spoon in a glass.
Dun dun dun.
So we can reveal that is the answer.
Pretty close, pretty good, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose the person who said putting the spoon in the sink is probably the closest because they said a spoon. But
Yeah.
in terms of the other person basically said putting cutlery on a plate. That they're both similar. But anyway, the answer is putting a spoon in a glass. It makes that particular noise. People are probably kicking themselves now, being like, oh my God, I can totally hear that.
So yes, thank you all for your guesses. Really appreciate it. And we'll do What's That Noise again soon.
Yes, absolutely. So thank you again. So for now, we will move on to Kirsty doing what Kirsty does best and talking about herself.
Kirsty's me time.
That was horrible.
I want your opinion.
That was so rude. Right. So this isn't really about me. I suppose this is more interesting tidbit material.
Oh, is it?
Would you like to press the button?
Interesting tidbit.
Yes. So today my me
Is it a
time.
tidbit or is it multiple
It's just one.
tidbits?
It's just one.
Right,
Okay, you press the right button. Calm down. Yeah, so rather than talking about myself, I've actually found something which I thought was quite interesting, and yeah. So
And yeah.
like, oh, honestly,
Chat.
you're not gonna believe it. Yeah, so if anyone listening needs a new job, I think I found the one for you. So, scrolling through the news app on my phone, I found an article about how parents are now hiring people to pick their babies' names.
Right.
So now this is genuinely one of my concerns about if I ever become a parent, about having to pick a name that they'll be stuck with for the rest of their lives. But I don't know whether I would then trust someone to do it for me. Like, you would have to obviously pay them to do it. And I really don't think I could. In this article, they spoke to like a naming consultant, and in it she does give some sensible advice. However, I would just more call it like common sense. So she says don't pick names that could be used in a rhyme or a pun so that they don't get picked on. don't pick names that are so unusual they stand out and again could get picked on.
Mm-hmm.
Like, duh.
Yeah.
I'm paying you thousands and thousands of pounds to pick my baby's name, and that's all you're going to tell me.
Well, just buy a book for like £3 off Amazon. Like,
Well, no, you can just Google it. Top baby names.
well, I know, but if you want to spend some money, book off Amazon. Or just email hello@gameof2.com and we'll give you some baby names like Stephen, and
Dylan, Kirsty,
Pikachu,
Eenie. Got some corkers, man.
Absolutely.
But anyway, in the article, it then further went down and started talking about top baby names of 2018. The most used was Oliver and Olivia.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, like a lot of the sort of more common names were there. There wasn't obviously a lot of unusual names, but things like Khaleesi has been sort of an unusual name that started to become popular because of Game of Thrones. Why? Why would you pay someone?
Be careful. All right, okay, never mind.
No.
I thought you were going to say I can't believe people who would pick.
No, like I think it's nice. It obviously doesn't actually mean anything in English, but in the series, it's the word for queen. So I think it's really nice. Like Daenerys is probably also becoming quite popular as well. And again, it's unusual. I like it, but what I was going to say was I don't think I could pay someone to pick my own child's name. Like there's names that I like, which a lot of people wouldn't really use. I wouldn't say they were unusual, but I suppose they're more, how would you put this? They're not really for the northern audience. Like I do like, well, I like
Kyle and Becky.
Ferrari, Chardonnay,
India,
Lamborghini. Oh, that's horrible. But no, like I like Blake and I like Scarlett. I like sort of, well, they sound a bit more uppity, but I just like them. But I don't know if I could pay someone to pick my own child's name. Like I just think that's a step too far. But let us know what you think. I'll try and find the article again and drop it on our Facebook page or whatever, and let us know what you think, because I would like to see other people's opinions. Maybe I'm just being too snobby and like, no, I will not pay someone to choose my child's name.
I think that's the opposite of snobby. I think it's snobby if you do pay somebody to pick your child's name.
Well, it's just a bit laziness, isn't it?
Well, I would do that job and I would give them the most ridiculous suggestion on the planet. But
you should name your child Squirtle.
You should name your child Original Taste.
I think you should call him Big Tasty. It's a very good burger.
I think you should call him first name Piga, surname Chew.
No, middle name would have to be Chew.
No.
But they can't. That's not how surnames work.
How is it not? First name Piga, surname Chew.
You can't.
Pikachu.
Yeah, you don't. You don't. When a baby's born, they normally get their father's surname.
Well, I would.
You're making a squeak me chair back it in.
Pikachu Smith, then? God's sake.
Yeah, right, Pika.
Well, I get you. Yeah.
Do you understand the error of your ways? Surnames get passed down from. It's normally the father, but obviously, if you're a single mother, then the mother gets it.
Yes.
The mother passes it down.
I know how surnames work.
Well, obviously not.
Just
First name Pika, second name Chew. Are you going to try and seek out a couple whose surname's called Chew?
Just in that moment. I got carried away, okay?
You got excited about naming our child Pikachu? That's what it was.
No, I wouldn't call our child Pikachu. I'd call it something like...
From the brilliant mind that brought you Eenie.
So, yes. But I know, I mean... I would do some pretty...
Like, I would totally do the job, but I just don't think I could actually pay someone to do it, like name my child for me.
I could do some pretty daring things, like buy a £39 leftover Chinese for a £5, but I don't think I would pay...
You would only do that if it was Fountain Garden, now
That's true. You need to stop mentioning them, like, because they've already got a huge amount of customers we don't need.
I know. I walked in, well, it was I can't even remember the last time we had it. It was a while ago, wasn't it? And I was like the first person in, and then just as I was leaving, 4 people walked in. I was like, got my food. Bye. So long, bitches.
So yes, if you want to pay some money to
yeah, if you're looking for a job, it's the way to go.
Don't expect miracles if you're paying somebody to pick your child's name, and especially not from me. But I do offer that service.
The standard rate is £250 per consultation.
And yeah.
Then upon choosing name, I want £1,000 royalties per year the child is alive.
Every time the child's name is used. We need money straight into the bank account. And yeah, so but and don't expect any names that make sense. I'm just gonna open a dictionary and pick 2 random pages, join them together. Inconvenience Cupid.
That's quite a nice name, I like it.
Smith. I knew somebody who was called Patience once.
Yeah.
I mean, that must be really awkward if you go to like a doctor's surgery or something.
Well, it's not as bad as when the electronic thing shouts my name out. At least it would say it correctly.
I know, right? That's funny. It's like Durbanese.
Durbanese?
Yes.
Anyway, we're going on a tangent. What's next?
Never mind what's next. What's next is that I've got an interesting tidbit.
All right.
Again.
Just one.
Yes,
Tell us to press the button.
Yes, please. Yeah.
Which one? This one?
No.
This one.
Interesting Tidbit.
So you're copying off me and you've got a tidbit.
Yes.
Right, go on then.
So my interesting tidbit today is something that Doncaster Council, which is a city or a town in the UK, they asked their residents to come up with a name for their 2 new gritting machines, like gritting trucks. Obviously, I know we do have a lot of listeners in America and stuff, so if it confuses you or anything, or you're not sure what it is, basically like similar to like a snow plow, I guess, without the plow.
Well, no, some of them have ploughs on, but what they're primarily used for is they chuck like rock salt or grit onto the road to help make it safe, like melt the snow or the ice and make it safe so that cars have something to grip onto.
Yes, that's exactly it. So they asked the residents to come up with some names for these 2 new gritters. They asked for clean and original names, and of course some of them were like Gary Gritter and Gary Gritter and Gritty McGritface. If you don't know, before the UK government, I believe, asked general people to, like the general population rather, to pick a name for a new naval vessel or an aircraft carrier. I can't remember exactly what it was, but the most popular suggestion was Boaty McBoatface, we're funny as a nation, I think.
Absolutely. Like Searchy McSearchface.
I know, that's totally original. So the thing that the 2 names that they came up with are quite funny as well. The 2 names that were chosen went up against the name of Basil Salty. The other one went up against Spready Mercury. So
if you don't get that, Freddie Mercury and what was the other one? Basil Faulty.
Basil Salty.
Yeah, so Basil Faulty from Faulty Towers.
But the names that were chosen in the end and that Doncaster Council have officially chosen for the gritters, one of them is called David Plowie, and the other one is called Gritsy Bitsy Teeny-Weeny Yellow Anti-Slip Machiney. And I'll share the article as well on Facebook and stuff so you can have a look at it. It is genuinely a real thing. It is genuinely quite hilarious as well.
She wore an itsy bitsy teeny weeny.
And so they also joined the lineup of other gritters that have been named across the country. So they join Brad Grit, Gritney Spears, the Sub-Zero Hero, Mr. Plow, and Usain Salt. So yes, that's what we do with our spare time. We name trucks.
And boats.
And boats.
I'm on a boat and...
So yeah, I just want to quickly share that with you because it is something that I did find hilarious and something that was featured on one of the news articles the other day. And I just thought it was absolutely hilarious. Genius.
Absolute genius. Give that man a medal.
It was a woman, actually.
Oh, was it? Give that woman a medal.
Turn up the radio.
Inspiration Collation.
So as always, we like to leave you with an inspirational quote or phrase. Obviously, there's a lot of negativity in the world and we want to try and, well, we do this to try and make people smile and laugh. So we like to leave on a positive, thoughtful note, don't we?
Yes.
So I've picked one today and I quite like it. Don't be pushed around by fears in your mind. Be led by the dreams in your heart.
Oh, that's sweet, isn't it?
I know, I'm so nice.
So
I'm so cute.
So as always, thank you very much for tuning in to a game of two halves. I don't know whereabouts you're listening to this show right now, but if it's easier, we are on a number of different platforms.
Facebook.
We're on Facebook. Instagram, yes.
Twitter.
Well, not really. That's not where we host our shows.
Oh, sorry.
So where you can listen to our shows are SoundCloud,
iTunes,
YouTube, iTunes, TuneIn Radio as well, and also our website www.gameof2.com. Just whatever's easier for you. We will soon be on Spotify and Stitcher as well as Google Play, but they're kind of mainly American, kind of things. But as always, we hope you enjoyed it, and we hope we are providing you quality entertainment since 2019.
2K19, holla.
Goodbye.
It means the world to us that you've taken the time to listen to our show. If you want more, please subscribe on iTunes. If you have a few spare seconds to leave us a review, you will be forever in our hearts. Log on to gameof2.com for more of what you came here for.